Right. Well, it's feature time, and we've been talking about getting this group in for the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. They are a lot of fun. Are you guys ready to have a good time? Yes. Okay. They are a lot of fun. I guarantee you. Do you know which holiday it is this weekend? Thank you. St. Patty's Day, right? So I'm sure it's your day. All right. No fighting. No fighting. Just. All right. So anyway, I'm sure these folks do some great Irish songs. You guys are going to be singing along and having a great time. So they are called Kindred. Now, Kindred is a band, and in this case, a bond of people united in spirit. And they'll introduce themselves, I'm sure, but we have Annie and Katie have been playing together for decades. Incredible harmonies, just wonderful. And then Fiona joined the band about 4 years ago, I think, somewhere around there. And so now they got a trio going here. They're absolutely terrific. They played all over New England. They played down in Florida, Tampa Bay area. Really a fun trio. And they're all about the business of fun and harmony. All right? So does that sound like a good combination? Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So we're going to bring them on stage right now. Let's hear for Kindred. Come on up, guys.
I stand.
You stand,
Oh,
okay.
that's all I can do.
Okay.
I'll stand.
You're the only guitar player, right?
I'm the only guitar.
Okay.
That's it.
So we have 3, we have 4.
Yes. Yes. And then set me up there. And Fiona's got me. No, that's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Oh, thanks. Just a touch there on the stand. I'm sorry about that. All right. Talk among yourselves while we're doing the test check. Test check. I've never been so glad to see other people using music, I must tell you. Getting too old for this. Anyway, here we are. So we just have a couple of rules here with Kindred. First rule is if you know the song, sing it. Second rule is if you don't know the song, hum. Oh, there we are. You got it. Just right here. So don't move there. All right. I'm just going to slide this so we can see each other. We try to look at each other every once in a while.
We have to.
Remind ourselves we're alive. All right. So are we all set? You set, Rick? All right, then. Some Irish music for you this evening. Steal away, let's steal away. No reason left to stay. For me and you will start anew. Darling, steal away. Let's steal away and change start anew, and darling, steal away. There we are. Thank you. So I learned this one from the Fury Brothers, and Davy Arthur's still playing with them, I think. And this is a song by Pat McKernan, a song about traveling. Best line in this song is, she always intended to travel. She never intended to stay. Geraldine's thinking of Galway. Oh, the dawn it is breaking and Geraldine's waking far away from a place she calls home. A new day is dawning and Geraldine's longing for a place away over the foam. Now she always intended to travel, but she never intended to stay. Now Geraldine's thinking of Galway, and Galway's a long way away. Geraldine's thinking of Galway again. You can tell by the look in her eyes. Sometimes alone in the nighttime, Geraldine cries. She can still see the moon over Claddagh, or the sun going down on Clúibé. Geraldine's thinking of Galway, and Galway's a long way away. Now the bandit is playing and Geraldine's swaying to the tune of a pair of brown eyes. And somebody calls for a small bit of order while the fiddler plays Danny Boy. She listens, the music transports her to far away over the sea. Now Geraldine's thinking of Galway, and that's where she's longing to be. Geraldine's thinking of Galway again. You can tell by the look in her eyes. Sometimes alone in the nighttime, Geraldine cries. She can still see the moon over Claddagh, or the sun going down in Clúibé. Geraldine's thinking of Galway, and Galway's a long way away. Geraldine's thinking of Galway again. You can tell by the look in her eyes. Sometimes alone in the nighttime, Geraldine cries. She can still see the moon over Claddagh, or the sun going down in Clúibé. Geraldine's thinking of Galway, and Galway's a long way away. Geraldine's thinking of Galway, and Galway's a long way away. Yes! All right. And isn't this fine and appropriate that the song that we just referenced, Katie's going to sing, not Katie, I wouldn't even ask it of
I
you.
couldn't hit those notes if my life depended on it.
Fiona's going to sing this one for us. Probably the most famous Irish song there is. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain's side. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I pass by. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when ye come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I will hear the soft tread above me, and all my grave will warmer, sweeter be, if you will bend and tell me that you love me, then I will sleep in peace until you come to me. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. All right. Thank you. Thanks so much. So, this next song isn't expressly from Ireland at all, but it's to the tune of an old hymn. And we have lots of fights about where hymns came from, so it could have come from Ireland. This is a song of love for our planet, written by Peter Mayer, and it's called Blue Boat Home. So let's all get out on the ship together, can we?
Low below me, I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now. Never harbor or port have I known. Wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all the kindred searching souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great wind surging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor nor port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home, and the earth is my blue boat home. Home.
Yes! Woo! You are wonderful. We'll take you on the road with us, we promise.
Yeah.
So, the thing about folk music, and especially Irish and Scottish, is we're fighting all the time. This next song really came from a snippet of a verse that Bobby Burns wrote. He just wrote this tiny little verse, not a whole poem, and somebody over in Ireland made up, it came about a chieftain coming down the mountain and sweeping this young lass up. Well, just a few years ago, this wonderful Scottish singer, her name is Eddie Reid, and she was a punk rocker for years, and then she found Bobby Burns' poetry, and she decided that since he'd written the core of this song, that she'd write some new words, and it's another love song for the planet. It's called Lazy Lindsay. We're going to sing the chorus so you can sing it with us, because it comes around a few times. And the words are, would you gang to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? That means, would you go to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? Would you gang to the Highlands with me? It's really tough. Would you gang to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? Then the very difficult, me pride and me darling to be. Sing with us. Here we go. We're going to sing the chorus in unison once so you can kind of learn it. In a minute.
Would you gang to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? Would you gang to the Highlands with me? Would you gang to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? My pride and my darling to be. Oh, the lights in the city are like diamonds. High the street lamps, the signs and the cars. Though it's bright in the city, what are diamonds when they're turning out all of our stars?
Would you gang?
Would you gang to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? Would you gang to the Highlands with me? Would you gang to the Highlands, Lazy Lindsay? My pride and my darling to be. It's so loud in this town, Lazy Lindsay. Hide the worry, the working and the noise. Would you gang to the Heelands, Lizzie Lindsay? Would you gang to the Heelands with me? Would you gang to the Heelands, Lizzie Lindsay? My pride and my darling to be. When you're beside me, Lizzie Lindsay, I am not afraid to be alone. We can live anywhere that we choose to, 'cause when I'm with you, I know that I'm home. Would you gang to the Heelands, Lizzie Lindsay? Would you gang to the Heelands with me? Would you gang to the Heelands, Lizzie Lindsay? My pride and my darling to be.
All together.
Would you gang to the Heelands, Lizzie Lindsay? Would you gang to the Heelands with me? Would you gang to the Heelands, Lizzie Lindsay? My pride and my darling to be. My pride and my darling to be.
All right, so I know it's just we're having some fun with it tonight, aren't we? Okay, we're going right back by that one. We all right, so this microphone, I thought I might make it all the way to the ground before we were done with that one. So, this I can claim is a Scots song, because it's called The Scotsman. And it's about a Scotsman who goes out drinking one night. Actually, he goes out drinking most nights. But this particular night, he has a bit of an adventure with some young ladies. It's clean, it's clean.
Sort of.
Just in case there's young ones here, you don't have to worry too much about them. All right, and you need to know that he's dressed traditionally for a Scotsman. A Scotsman in a kilt left a bar one evening fair. One could tell by the way he'd walked that he'd drunk more than his share. He wandered round until he could no longer keep his feet, then stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-dee-o, ring-dum-diddly-I-ay. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. About that time, two young and lovely girls just happened by, and one says to the other, with a twinkle in her eye, "You see yon sleeping Scotsman, so brave and handsome built, I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath their kilt." Ring-dum-diddly-I-dee-o, ring-dum-diddly-I-ay. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath their kilt. Well, they crept upon yon sleeping Scotsman, quiet as they could be. They lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see. Lo and behold, their eyes to view beneath that Scottish skirt, 'Twas nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Ring-ding-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-dum-diddly-i-ay. 'Twas nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Well, they marveled for a moment. Then one says, we must be gone. Let's leave a present for our friend before we move along. A gift they left, a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow. Around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Ring-dum-diddly-i-dee-o, ring-dum-diddly-i-ay. Around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Now the Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled towards a tree. Behind a bush he lifts his kilt and gawks at what he sees. And in a startled voice he says to what's before his eyes, "Oh lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you've won first prize. Ring-dum-diddly-i-o, ring-dum-diddly-i-ay. Oh lad, I don't know where you've been, but I see you won first prize." All right. All right, you should have told us it was a smut crowd here tonight. All right, we've just two more. Is that all right then, Rick? Well, maybe we'll sing fast. Just one? Yes.
What?
There's
Okay.
so many people here tonight. Thank you so much for welcoming us.
Yeah.
And so we'll say goodbye in a sort of traditional Irish way, as you're on your way home, having had your pints or your time with friends and a cup of tea. There are words that are said, and they are, would ya, Katie?
Safe home.
Safe home. So here we're going to start off again with the chorus so you can sing with us, all right? Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. And if you just keep singing safe home, you'll be good. You'll be grand. You'll be grand. All right, so here we go.
Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. Until I next see you, safe home will you go. We've come through the valleys, we've come through the fields, we've crossed over rivers to find ourselves here. We've sang songs of sorrow, we've sang songs of love. Let's sing one more together to send ourselves off. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. Until I next see you, safe home will you go. We've laid down our worries, our troubles, our fears, like shant cells on the strand, by laughter and tears. But the tide has returned to lift us away, back home to our houses and families we pray. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. Until I next see you, safe home will you go. Well, the fiddles are quiet and the whistles all still. Only echoes remain from the jigs and the reels. The dance floor is empty, our farewells all said. Now it's time to be going till we all meet again. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. Until I next see you, safe home will you go. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. Until till I next see you, safe home will you go.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Right, so, thank you very much. Happy St. Pat's to you. Thanks. Thanks. So. Whew.
Thank you.
Come on, you can do better than that. Let's hear it for Kindred. Awesome job. Wow.